Picture this. You walk into a quiet campus lab and find a life-size map of a hidden country. Bright labels, soft textures, a mystery waiting to be learned. That country is the human genital. And tonight's tour guide is curiosity. Ready? We start at the doorway. Not a single door, an entire landscape called the vulva. It is the visible part. You'll meet the labia and majora first. The outer lips that protect what's inside. Move past them and you find the labia minora. Smaller, thinner, often colorful, always unique. Right there, tucked like a secret, sits the clitoral glans, the little visible tip of a whole organ that stretches inside the body, like an iceberg. Yes, the clitoris has arms, roots, bulbs, and a hidden structure that plays a starring role in pleasure for many people. Between the lips, you also see the urethral opening, tiny and often overlooked. And just below that, the vaginal opening, the entrance to a deeply fascinating tunnel. The vagina, imagine a stretchy, warm hallway lined with soft ridges called rugae. These ridges let it expand and contract, flexible enough for intimacy, childbirth, and everything in between. At the far end of this hallway sits the cervix, a small rounded date that guards the uterus. The cervix has its own stories. It changes with hormones during the monthly cycle and famously opens during labor. Inside the vagina, the surface is not dry like skin. It's moist, alive, and chemically tuned. Friendly bacteria, mostly lactobacilli, keep the pH a bit acidic. That acidity is a helpful shield against infections. The body also makes natural lubrication when it's comfortable or aroused. All of this shows how anatomy and chemistry work together to protect and enable function. Here's a surprise for many. The clitoris has internal parts that sit alongside the vaginal wall. That means external and internal anatomy are not separate islands. They overlap, communicate, and sometimes create surprising sensations. Scientists are still learning the full map. Some people talk about the G-spot, others say it's a mix of clitoral tissue, vaginal tissue, nerves, and personal sensitivity. Part of being an adult is accepting that science sometimes has delightful mysteries left to explore. So, what can you do with this map? First, learn the names. Calling things by their names gives you power and clarity. Second, use resources models, trusted anatomy books, campus health centers, and planners. Third, practice curiosity safely. Wash your hands. And if I consider my research, I can see involved, and curiosity is not a shortcut to awkwardness. It's a bridge to confidence. Knowing your own map means better communication, safer choices, and a richer sense of what feels right for you and your partner. Tonight, after class, flip open an anatomy book. Find a realistic model, or visit the health center. Trace the paths with your eye. Ask questions out loud. Talk about the word. Learning this map is practical and a little electrifying, and that's okay. Remember, these bodies are astonishingly resilient, wonderfully varied, and full of stories. Keep exploring, keep asking, and let knowledge guide your curiosity.